Hello everybody and welcome to Joe's Barbecue House. Today we have a super stacked Weber kettle. Here you'll see the center section of a WSM 22, and here is the Cajun Bandit kettle smoker conversion kit. So here I'd like to show you what's under the hood. Over here I got two racks that I stacked together. I used some nuts and bolts. They're 4-inch bolts. And just a few nuts and voila. I'm going to go ahead and break this down for you guys and show you the racks that I have in there. So far you can see there's 3 racks. 2 on the top of the smoker kit and then the one that sits on the bottom there. And here you'll see if you stack it on top of the Weber kettle and you place your lid on there, that's your stacker kit. Looks really cool together. And as you can see, I just showed you the other rack. Alright, I'm going to pull the center section off here. And it just slips right on top of the kettle with no problems at all. Now here I'd like to show you the center section, which has my double stack grates in there. And eventually I'm going to add a 3rd grate to that bottom level. As of right now, we have 5 grates. By the time I'm done with this stacker, it will have 7 grates. Okay, moving on, you'll see that charcoal ring. That is from the Cajun Bandit smoker kit that you get when you purchase it. And I have just filled it up with charcoal. I have a couple of apple wood chunks in there. I'd like to show you what this thing looks like with just a Cajun Bandit smoker conversion kit. It looks really cool. Alright, very good. Now we just need Vanna White here. Okay, let's get our charcoal chimney. Just fill it up, I don't know, approximately halfway or so, 3/4 of the way up. And put your paper under there and set it right on top of your charcoals. Now let's go ahead and get this thing lit. Now while I'm lighting this pit, I'd like to fill you guys in on what we're cooking on this thing today. We are doing 96 whole chicken wings. And I'm not going to show you the whole seasoning process. I'm just going to go ahead and throw my rubs on there and just get them set up, because the purpose of this video is to show you how well this double stack system works. And this is my first attempt doing this as well. Alright, so 10-15 minutes went by. We got a nice looking fire inside that charcoal chimney. Let's go ahead and pour them over the unlit coals. Let's just kind of spread them out some. And we'll go ahead and stack this thing back together without the grates, because I'm bringing the grates inside while this thing comes up to temp. We're looking at temperatures between 275 to 300. Hey, I'll be happy with 350 degrees. That'd be fine with me. Again, this is my first time doing it, so let's see what she'll do. Also take note that the water pan is dry with nothing in it. Well, what a surprise. So I get the rings prepped up while this thing was coming up to temp, and we're at 300 degrees. I didn't think it was going to do it, but it did, and that's perfect. So let's go ahead and get these wings on here. Well, here I found it's easier just to do one rack at a time when you're installing the racks with the food. And they go in fairly easy, no big deal. Let's go ahead and get this top section on. And go ahead and set a timer for 30 minutes and we will come back and check on these. So here are the temps about 5 minutes in, if that. Just went ahead, I want to monitor what's coming out the exhaust. An additional 5 minutes went by and, well, the gauges are reading close to 400. But if you look here, my meat thermometer, you can see it's rising. So about the 10 to 12 minute mark of this cook, this thing had steady temperatures of 410 degrees, which is perfect. Keep in mind the vents are wide open. All right, our half hour is up. And I'd like for you guys just to take a look at how these things are browning up. From what I can see peeking through the vents, the bottom racks are looking great as well. All right, let's go ahead and set a timer for about another 15 minutes, because that's all it's going to take to get these things done. And we'll go ahead and do a taste test. And from my experience with cooking wings, 50 minutes at around 400 degrees is all you need. Now here what I'd like to do is show you guys what it looks like in the center section. I'm going to try to get as close as I can in there. And you can see that fire is raging. But look at those at the bottom. Looks like I got a little too close. But man, those wings are looking really good. At the end of this cook, I'm going to shut all the vents down, and let's see how many coals we can save and see how well this thing will seal. Man, this super stacker really held its temps very well. Well, I never had this issue before, but if you look, you can see where halfway down that door it started to discolor the stainless steel. I've never had this issue on my other door, but maybe it's because I didn't wash this one properly or something. I've also never had the temps up to 410 degrees either. Okay, we are approximately 50 minutes in, and I'm telling you right now, these things look great. So let's go ahead and give a little taste test here. Well, so far I like the color, and let's go ahead and pull this apart. Oh yeah, that just pulls right apart. These are very hot. I just pulled them off the grill. Probably should have let it cool down a little bit, but I just can't wait to taste it and get the final results anyway. And oh yeah, as expected, they're very tender, juicy of course. They pull right off the bone. Exactly what I expected, or what I was hoping for. Now these wings turned out so good that I had some family members try it as well. And I decided not to make a hot sauce. I was gonna mix up a really good sauce, and they says, nope, this is perfect. I think because they were hungry and wanting to eat, but that's okay. Okay, let's get these babies pulled off, get them inside so people could start enjoying them. And actually the discoloring on that Cajun Bandit stainless steel door, kind of like it. I think it adds character, and it's starting to match. And just a side note that I went ahead and ordered 3 of the lower cooking racks from the WSM so I could add more levels of cooking inside this super stacked kettle, I guess I'll call it. And that would put me with 7 racks total. I would be able to do 21 slabs of ribs, and I'm talking beefy ribs. That'd be 3 racks of ribs per grate. I want to do a challenge and see if this cooker can actually do it. I know it could. I mean, if I could get temps up over 400 degrees, I mean, I had it up to 410. So I'm very sure by closing the bottom vent down about halfway should allow me to get 275 degrees with no problem and hold it steady. If I could get a bunch of people that want to go on ribs, or especially brisket, I'm going to go ahead and fill this thing up. I could probably do 7 14 to 17 pound beef briskets. Now that would be awesome. Now I'm going to go ahead and shut my vents and see if we could save some of these coals. I'll try to get a shot of this the next day and kind of go from there. Using the water pan as a drip pan is awesome, because you can only imagine how much grease you could get off of, stacking a bunch of racks together. So yeah, I'm really happy with the results. Okay, here it is the next day, and I went ahead and took a picture of what the coals look like after shutting down the vents, and I gotta say I'm very impressed. Look at all them coals that we saved. Unbelievable. I am really digging this setup, and definitely going to be doing many more cooks on this setup. Alright everybody, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please smash that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and comment below if you have any questions. Thank you, and have a great day.